Good, very late morning. It is almost noon. I was actually supposed to already be on my way to my mom's, but I sort of snuggled in with little man while editing. Oh, I had this thing locked. Okay, I gotta take that off there. Nonetheless, but good morning, got the pups. Gonna be a little day with, I'm gonna go see my mom. Probably go for lunch quick. Take them along. It's beautiful outside, so be able to sit on the patio for a little bit and talk. Gotta run to Sam's Club and just, boy, there was one other thing I was supposed to get at Sam's Club and I can't remember what it was. I know it's another gallon of milk and pierogies, and I can't remember what else. Now, according to my watch, we got like 61 degrees. What is this Celsius on that? 16 degrees Celsius, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. It is actually quite nice, and the wind has come way down from the last couple days. Alrighty, tilt lock turned off. Oh yeah. Not much sleep. Tim and I were on, let's see, we got home a little after midnight because we did stop at Sheetz, the three of us, and grabbed some food. Got an Americana, and I was up till about just around 3 a.m. and slept until I think like 6:55. I think I had my alarm go off. So almost 4 hours, and then start editing. I got one more feature to edit. It wouldn't be so rough. I'm not complaining about this. I really like what Tim did. He did very similar like Clinton County, and actually, until the field gets spread out, it works really well. Like my shot of them starting, and then since I can't see turn one, and he got like halfway through two, and so I'm connecting those shots together. It's a little bit tedious. The 40 lapper is done. I was watching that back, and the droning of the engines, being tired, I just laid down with Mateo. He actually got in bed with me last night and slept with me the entire night last night. I was shocked. He got in my bed, I covered him up. I went to go to bed, I moved him over, and he came up and he curled up next to me, and we passed the out. So, got to snuggle with little man for a night. Don't happen very often, and we were just snuggling now. And then Finn got on my chest, and I am covered in kitty hair. So, I gotta take this hoodie off anyway, because I think it's supposed to go to like 75 today, so I gotta be kind of careful with these guys being in the car. Make sure windows are down, and we can't be messing around too long having lunch. So, just trying to get them out to go potties, and then, alright, this would be a good spot. Neighbors are out and about a little bit. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. It was, it's one of those, like I said, it's a type of video that is very hard. I take all these cameras, and for some reason, the RX-10 did such an amazing job videoing the first time around. I think I still had the damn thing in auto. Trying to program that thing for these races, it's not good for video. Just locking it into program auto and let it go would have been my smart move. I think from now on, with the way the iPhone performed, with the exception of the gimbal battery almost dying on me at the end of the night, I think the 16 really performed well. The Action 5 did a pretty decent job with its high angle. There's a few clips there, but it got to a point where it's like, I can't keep switching through the cameras religiously. If I could have done multicam, I might have been able to do something with 3 of cameras. The Sony would have just been trash anyway. I used that for like 1 zoom shot. And when it got dark, I think I tuned it in better, but whatever. So, all right, I got a number 2 to pick up, and then we're gonna hit the road. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm sure you've seen a lot of bird pictures at this point, maybe some bees. Other than that, not much to film. You know, nice little time with Mom. The dogs are, again, really good with her on the patio. Quite a while talking and stuff. A little over, right around 2 hours, I think we visited. Oh, here, we did have lunch and whatnot, so I'm not feeling Sam's. There was something else I was supposed to get, and I can't remember what it was, so I really hate to go and waste the trip. I can go Wednesday. I know it was pierogies and milk, and there was something else she said to grab, and I can't remember what it was. Cannot remember. Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. Oh, salad. Bag of salad. Okay, I guess we're going. All right, fine. We'll go grab these things quick. And then it'll be basically time for them to have dinner. And get out. When she gets up, we'll get out for individual doggy walks and call it a day. And then somewhere in that time frame, I got to finish editing the last race and get yesterday's video live for you guys. Like I said, right now it stands at 1 hour and 26. I'll probably chop it off. I'm going to say I've cut all the other cameras out, so it'll probably only be about 2 to 3 minutes of that, maybe. Maybe a little bit more. Who knows? There might be a couple overextended clips that I can trim down slightly more, but it's like micro cutting. So trying to make it run pretty fluid is what I'm trying to do. And I know Jesus Chanko asked me to kind of explain, my thought process behind it. Film race cars. It's really hard. I was thinking about it when I read his comment, and it's like, that's kind of a difficult question to answer, to be honest with you. What my thought process is. It's just try to get the best angles I can and try to keep up with the action. And someone asked him about when he was filming down there, and like, why aren't you following leader? He's like, I'm following where there's cars that are possibly going to collide. That's how you do it. And I didn't teach him that. I did not teach him any of that. So that's an instinct that you have to kind of... There's no turning here. Why are we not moving? You just kind of have to know. Okay, those guys are banging doors. They possibly could crash. I'm going to record them. That's how it works. Alright, well, I've never done that before and used the mic, or Tim kept telling me about the remote with the microphone, and I've never really gotten into using it, but in the car it does kind of make sense, instead of me reaching up in front of the camera. Alright, pierogi, salad, and milk achieved, and now we can make our way home. It is 4:36. Yeah, we'll be home a little bit early for their dinner time by like maybe 10 minutes, so it's fine. They can have Din Din, and I can finish editing. She gets up, and then I'll take them each for individual walks. They've been out all day, so on the patio, for the most part, 2 hours worth, so they should be good. They're very, whenever I try walking inside to get them water, or make myself a cup of coffee or anything, they're like, where's he going? What's he doing? Go to the bathroom, go downstairs and empty the full dehumidifier, which is really weird because since it has the hose connected to it and it's supposed to empty itself. I don't know what's going on there. It's above my pay grade. But figure it out. So, alright. Beautiful, beautiful day. 75 degrees outside. The breeze has definitely reduced. Nice visit with Mom. Next week's her birthday, next Tuesday, but I have to work, so might go over Monday again and see her for the day beforehand so I can see her. Good evening, everybody. Oh, I don't think I've ever changed the mics on here. So Jen was just telling me, yep, there is. We've got another sinkhole. Uh-huh. That's awesome. That is totally awesome. Yeah. One of these days, this whole place is just going to go down like a sinking ship. Alright, well, the cone is falling into it. Alrighty, well, we are after 7 o'clock at 7:30. The video is halfway exported, so with any luck, it should be up in the next hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. This is going to depend on the export, because the upload is not really the problem. Although I just did the update on the computer, and my internet is running like absolute trash. Oh, beautiful, beautiful evening. It's temperatures come down a little bit. I think it's my upstairs said 73. Let's see what the Frowns app is telling us it is out right now. 68. So it's gone down a little bit more. This is, Franz is saying 66 and 18. So it's nice though. There's no breeze. I don't know what we're gonna go down to. What the hell bug is that? I don't know, it just buzzed me. I'm getting little man out for his nightly walk. Terry told me not take him very far. I mean, they really didn't. They just kind of wandered around the yard. Come on, Poo-Poo. What? It's like, why do I have to go down here? We're gonna go through the playground, okay? I'm gonna cut it short. Yes, I am. I don't know how many of the photos I'm going to post today. Took a record high 300 and what did I tell Mike? 319 or something like that, because I put the camera in continuous. So the Sony photos haven't sent yet. And I did do some photography with the iPhone and with the Sony last night. The problem I'm having with the iPhone is I think it's more me than it is the phone, is because my thumb has been so boogered up. And it is a little actually numbish too right now that I notice it, because it's been splitting so often, and I had new skin on it. I wasn't hitting I couldn't hit the shutter button right, and it was really driving me batty. So yeah. I text him. I said, well, apparently they can't sell the S25 Ultras because Verizon's offering me one for free. A 512 gigabyte for free, because as long as you go with their $50 plan. Like, that's pretty sad when, you know, they release the new camera and it's not selling. But I think it's getting to a point now, people are just sick and tired of the annual updates. You know, DJI with this, you know, extended period with the Mini. Of course, you know, all the rumors and stuff that were floating. Who knows of how much, if any of it's true. They might not put a 1-inch sensor in it. And the 4 might just be a smarter choice, but you ain't getting one. That's for sure. Oh, it looks like my battery handle might be dead. Interesting. Oh well, I had it on the charger, but really, Boo, you're gonna go into the deep grass. Well, guess what? It can stay there. So I was at Mom's, I got the camera out and put it in continuous autofocus, set my ISO at 3200, and I had my shutter speed at 32,000, because I was trying to capture the carpenter bees before I get a can of spray at Walmart and go over and nuke them for her, because she's like, they're not doing any damage, because for some reason they're just not bright enough to know that the entire roof of the patio is wood, but they have like vinyl over the ends, and they just sit there and like fly and look at it, and then they get into fights with each other, and I actually got them fighting. It was cool. I don't remember that tree having like those little petals on it like that. It's interesting. I had my phone moved because I was trying to, I don't want video, I want to take an iPhone photo. Okay. Since I didn't bring the big camera, honestly, I'm actually slowly getting over the fact of carrying it every time, because lately it's been very much a miss. Over at Mom's, I was just kind of playing around with some things while we were sitting there talking and stuff. I got some birds, and I did use the Merlin app to determine what calls we were hearing. And I can basically, at this point, I'm getting to a point where with the house sparrow, I know what it is. Then the song sparrow is a little bit bigger. So I'm like, well, that's got to be that one, and that's that one. And then there were pigeons. There was a cardinal call, but I never saw him. There was some other ones, but a lot of them were probably on the other side of the house. I didn't see them, so. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I really want to give myself a haircut tonight. I just, for some reason, I don't know if it was the fact that I'm getting too old for 4 hours of sleep being enough, but I have laid down 3 times today. I laid down, I was supposed to be at my mom's at 11:30, and I was still laying on the couch at 11:40. I laid down with him, and I'm beat. I am just beat from, I don't know what. I think all the adrenaline from getting ready for the races and all this has caught up with me, and then lack of sleep last night on top of that. And driving on those back roads, that's always a fun little task. So, but we did it. We shot it. The Sony has lost its position in any type of videoing for racing again, unless I figure out what in the hell I'm doing wrong. Probably just put the damn thing on auto and let it, maybe that'll be the right thing to do. Take the ND filter off. That could be it, but it was just grainy and it was just crappy. So it'll be probably the iPhone, maybe the Pocket and the Action, just to cover my bases. But yeah, I mean, as I went through in the heat races, I did switch between those 3 cameras. But then once we got into the main events, it's iPhone and Tim's Action for the rest of the bike. I almost forgot to vlog the princess. We were trying to edit a photo for Mike, or for everybody really, but to send to Brian. And what Mike showed me on Easter is definitely not working for those photos. It is going the wrong way. It's because I had things set up higher, so ISO is causing tons of grain. Because I think I had my ISO set at like 8,000 to get. Of course, I should have taken the ND filter off. That was my fault. Alrighty, I am exhausted. I just want to finish this video. Well, yesterday's video. Get it uploading. Get this one into the timeline, and get myself laying down. I'm beat. I don't know why. I feel like I need a good night's sleep. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow as always. Have a good night and stay safe.